There's a magical place in the heart of Europe where the stars of Disney animated film classics become your friends. Disneyland, Paris.
Disneyland Paris, the first Disney theme park to be built outside of the US. It's been here for 25 years, and that means the park had time to grow and expand. So that's why today, we're going to be counting down the top 5 Disneyland Paris attractions that should return.
Someone you know can't wait to go. Disneyland, Paris.
At number 5, we have the Timekeeper. The Timekeeper was in Tomorrowland, or in Disneyland Paris, known as Discoveryland, and it actually fit pretty well. There was a robot voiced by Robin Williams while exploring different parts of history. And honestly, for some of the shots, it actually reminds me of soaring over California or soaring around the world. Now, the reason I'd want this to return is because it fit perfectly with Discoveryland. And also, it's Robin Williams, arguably one of the greatest comedians to ever live. Only the Timekeeper will tell. Maybe one day they'll bring back the Timekeeper. At number 4, we have the Wonderful World of Disney Parade. Now, this parade is actually pretty awesome, not only for its floats, and also not just the characters, it's that you actually are part of the parade, as every time the parade would stop, they would actually ask people to come up and dance. Now, the reason I like this so much is because today, Disney parks don't really have that much audience participation in, at least for the shows anyway. I gotta admit, the floats are amazing. If they can't bring the parade back permanently, maybe they can make it seasonal. But maybe one day, they can bring back the Wonderful World of Disney Parade.
Inside this storybook, you'll be
At number 3, we have Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. It was actually a spin-off of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and it also replaced Captain EO, and it was in 4D. This attraction was extremely entertaining, and the only reason they closed it down was due to Michael Jackson's passing. As in honor of him, the Disney company brought back Captain EO. And it also makes sense at Epcot as well, as Journey into Imagination with Figment ties into this show. And Disneyland had it in Tomorrowland, and Disneyland Paris had it in Discoveryland. So maybe one day, Honey, I Shrunk the Audience can return. At number 2, we have the Main Street Electrical Parade. Now, this attraction was formerly at Disneyland and Walt Disney World, but it will permanently return to Walt Disney World and it's returned to Disneyland, California for a limited time. Now, the Main Street Electrical Parade is iconic. And also, it's interesting, some of the floats are actually unique to Disneyland Paris, which means it's a little bit different than the one you're used to, let's say Walt Disney World or Disneyland, California. Almost all Disney fans all wanted to return permanently, so that's why the Main Street Electrical Parade should return. At number 1, we have Star Tours. Not Star Tours The Adventure Continues, but the original Star Tours. Now, this version of Star Tours used to be at Disneyland and Walt Disney World. But then years later, Star Tours would get replaced with Star Tours The Adventure Continues. And what was cool about this, you could only ride the original Star Tours at Disneyland Paris. But recently, the original Star Tours closed to get updated like Disneyland and Walt Disney World. I understand Star Tours must get updated here as well, but I still miss this version. What I think Disney should do is select at least one simulator to play the original ride film with the original captain, Rex. But again, time will tell, maybe one day they'll bring back Star Tours.